Got a little canal dredging we're doing here. Got the 88. I got it pumped down. Let's get out and take a look. You guys will recognize this site. This is where I knocked down the retaining wall 2 years ago, put the pool in last year, and now we're here to do this. All right, here we go. Here's a feed. There's another pond up there. So this is a canal, goes into here and feeds these. There's a pond here and there's another pond up above actually that feeds that center pond also. I pumped it down for about 6 hours now. Water was, you know, see how wide this is. We're gonna narrow it. First of all, water was going around here, through here, under the bridge and out, so it's really hollow under here. So over the years, it's just, you know, got a bunch of silt overburden needs to be dredged. So that's what we're gonna do, put it all in the boots to dredge it, dump it off into the woods. Water was coming around here instead of going through the culvert system they have there. So they had some blocks blocking the area. I took the blocks up, poured, you know, 4 or 5 bags of concrete in there, put the blocks back in. That will stop that from eroding anymore. And like I said, the new dirt will come here and here, so it doesn't sit on both sides to try to come over when we get those big rains. But we got to get this muck. There's 3 foot of mud in here. We'll get it out of here and then try to find some dirt for here to here on this site. I mean, we have nowhere. This is the only area we have to work in. I can't get it anywhere else. And we didn't want to bring any in off the road to make a mess, and we can't drive the trucks through here because of the septic system, but the booster floats, so that's all good. And the spillway needs a little addressing. It's eroded out, and so is the overflow. All right, let's get some slop out. We'll just take a little bit at a time so I don't really make too much of a mess. It's gonna make a mess no matter what. You know how that goes. Them holes get plugged up like that. Bring her on in and probably only fill this up a little bit. Otherwise she'll come out the back. Give her the first test run. If she starts to plug up, she ain't gonna plug up. Oh yeah, that's nasty. It's coming out because of the angle we're on. We're gonna have to get on the flat ground over there. Once I get up on this, it's all gonna dump out onto the lawn, so at least it's fertile. But we're gonna reposition. We'll get on that flat over there. sure. No way of getting around slop splattering in you and everything else. Nasty, nasty. Smells too. But it's the only way to do it. Dredge it out. It gets all over the ground, but really it's, you know, a couple rainstorms, it just goes down into between the grass blades. It's not like it's pretty thin stuff, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain. Self-leveling, that's for sure. Once we get to the hard bottom, which we're almost there in the center, then I'll clean the sides up, and then we're gonna find some dirt somewhere on this property to put in and pack in around the edges and make a channel. Hey, splatty. Like over here, all this has to be put in with good dirt. Been looking at a lot of ponds lately. There's no ponds, like nobody wants to invest in ponds around here like Let's Dig and Dirt Perfect. Those guys got the niche, you know. They're in the farm country where, you know, seems to, you need them. Around here, ponds there's quite a few ponds, but people just let them go. And they don't care about them, you know. They inherit them from the previous owner or parents or whatnot, and they're not going to spend that kind of money to rehab it. I wish they would. But it seems down south and out west, people spend the money on their ponds. For sure. There's the bottom there. Still got a lot of milk chocolate in there. Try not to fill it up so much this time so I don't make a mess on the lawn. It's bad. No such thing as not making a mess, that's for sure. Painting the truck black. Good look. Got the AC blowing cold in here. Seems like that's just about fixed. I think it's about 90%. It's not all the way, but it's working. Oh yeah, forgot to mention the diesel tilt bucket. Coming in handy, as always. Nice healthy thick scoop there, not so watery. Not bad. Right here obviously is the spot that I'm heading next. Going over to the left, over to the right here where we're passing is pretty much at the bottom. It's just got some thicker or real thin water, you know, not much in there. We've already dug it 2.5 feet deep, so right there is bottom, and this is just the stuff you call it is what it is. Well, we'll still skim it up, get it. We're not going to get it bone dry, obviously we got water coming in. Can't pump it because it's too thick now, too mucky. By morning you could. But gonna make a channel going down into the left to those culverts so it can run clean water and not get all that algae. And this actually acts like a little retention sediment pond before it hits the pond, you could say. That allows the pond to stay a little bit cleaner. All right, on to the thickety thick. Work our way right back to those culverts. Try to keep it all not going down into what we already had cut and got rid of, dredged. And by going deeper here, those side banks obviously are like jello, but they will all leach out and drain out and will get hard. It obviously is material. And then we could then put some dirt on top of that is the plan, and narrow this up a little bit. Jello. Hello, jello. Heavy little stuff. It wants to tip the machine right here when I get over the truck a little bit. It was rocking the machine. I shouldn't say tipping it. Put the blade down. Let's give it a little diesel touch with the tilty tilt. Just making these banks out just a little bit so they dry nice. In our eyes, it's in all of our eyes. Up and over the cab like a rookie. That's the bottom there. I think she's just about full. Oh yeah, she's splattering at the top. Is she going out the back yet? Nope. One more scoop. That ought to do it. It'd be hard to do this job without that HYDREMA off-road truck. Sure makes it handy, especially because it floats. You don't have to make a mess. You can't have a big 25-ton off-road truck on there. You need a haul road for that kind of stuff, you know. And this truck floats very well. Those big tires. I need 2 tires. 2 are brand new, 2 are not so good. One is real bad, but 2 tires would be key. Anybody that knows where I can get some, Trelleborgs. Trelleborg makes them, and it's another company, but they're hard to get. They're an odd size. It's like 600 something. That doesn't tell you much. I'll get the size just in case anybody knows where I can get some. Oh boy, here comes the water. Should have waited until I hit that plug. Hang on. We got ourselves some water flow now. Didn't want to do that. Not yet, but it's going. Wanted to grab that one last piece there first. It's going. muddy river. I had one little plug there. I set it there and then I just tapped it and all that water's coming out now. Which that was already done over there. Don't make it. Just had a little bit of sludge right here I wanted to grab, and I'll go back through and grab it anyways. Now this is the way I like to load it up. Right out the back like that. Then I can see everything. The splatter goes away from me. Don't have to worry about whacking the side of the truck. This all the way to the culverts, we'll let the dust settle and throw the pump in there again. Pump it down, double check the dredge action. And let her dry out. Let the sides dry out and then figure out where we're going to grab our material. We are. Don't know if we're going to do that yet. It would have been nice. Ooh, rocking on that one. Muddy mess. Muddy mess. Let's see what we got here. Here's the spillway we tracked and packed. Got it was all eroded. There's concrete. It's a concrete spillway, but in between was all damaged and eroded. Hayed that up, seeded up, and then the spillway. But that's a spillway over here on the overflow. Obviously this pond could get a huge makeover, but we're giving it the expertise band-aid, let's just call it that. Just rehabbing it, fixing things that were bad. This pipe was fully exposed. We packed all new dirt around it, clay. I got clay up in the back, and then we put riprap around the whole pipe. Now we could adjust the water level to bring it up a little bit in the pond. I had to drop it a little bit. All right, over here is all seeded, strawed, and tapered everything right here. So once it gets to the height, it will flow out, go into here and out. Looking good. Let's go. Oh, it's a lot easier with two people.